We're here with Sussie the dog about 6 days before the full moon. We usually start Parasite medications about a week before the full moon is when we find that they start their activity. So it's a good time to test her on medications and see what she wants to have this round. The first round she had pyrantel, and she excreted a lot of worms with the pyrantel. The second round, she was also testing well on pyrantel, so we did pyrantel again, and she was still excreting worms, but not as many as she did in the first round. So this will be her third round. Both of the first two rounds we did for 10 days, starting about a week before the full moon. So I'm expecting this round will probably go again for 10 days, which is 5 days or 6 days now before the full moon and 4 days after the full moon. That's what I'm expecting we'll do here again. So let's get started. Let's test her. I'm going to start with her food. Her owner set out some food for us to test first. So I'm going to test her baseline. I've got my magnet on my hand, and I'm going to test her baseline.
Okay.
It's actually pretty strong, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So here we've got chicken and lamb jerky bits for dogs, grain-free. It's about the same. Here we've got kangaroo and red lentils air-dried. She's relaxing today. She's just laying on my lap.
That's
strong on the kangaroo. Okay, cool. And her ziwi, which is grass-fed beef, and it's grass-fed beef, I think. The dried.
Strong.
Like the kangaroo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So both of those testing well. Potato and salmon, prescription dog food.
That's weaker.
That's weaker. Okay. So, and then I brought just some grass-fed ground beef, and it's frozen. I brought it over just to see how she tests on that.
It's not the same as baseline.
Same as baseline. Okay, so not really on that one. I've got here her skin terrain. This was the terrain remedy, the drainage remedy that she's been on for the past couple weeks now. That's been helping her just kind of drain everything and feel better. So let's see if she's still testing well on that one.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we'll stay on the skin. And I've got also dog prescription for Prion, which I think is for her diarrhea or her loose stool. The vet put her on this, so let's see.
Nope.
No, not helping. Okay, so weak on that one. And now I'm going to get into her parasite medications. I'm going to ask, can you help me move everything down here? So I've got, again, kind of my full gamut of parasite medications. I'm going to start with Albenda. No. Diethyl. Mebex. Praziquantel. Pyrantel.
Not really.
Not really the pyrantel. Tinda.
Yes.
Yes on the Tinda. Interesting. Triclab.
Nope.
No. Okay, this the other way then. Here. Ivermectin.
Nope.
Alinea.
Nope.
Levamisole.
Little better.
A little better. Ivermectin from a compounding pharmacy.
Nope.
Different ivermectin. DE, diatomaceous earth.
Nope.
No. And Luxolite, which is a clay product for dogs, actually.
Nope.
So let's look at the Tinda and the Levamisole. I also want to look at the pyrantel one more time, just because her first two rounds were pyrantel and she did really well on it. So I want to look at that one more time anyway, even though we didn't see it testing well the first time around.
Yeah, that's definitely strong.
Let's try this one.
That one's better than
That one's better? No, still no. Okay. So the Levamisole, interestingly, is for worms, just like the pyrantel is for worms, and the pyrantel is for actually pinworm treatment for animals, actually, and this levamisole is also sold for livestock, although we take it for oral use in cattle and sheep. So we take it though, even though it's for animal use only, because it's the only form of levamisole available. So now I want to go ahead and dose her on it. The package on the levamisole is a little confusing. It says dissolve the whole package in 8 3/4 fluid ounces of water, and then depending on the body weight, give however many ounces. Well, we're not going to do that. We have a dog here, not cattle, and I'm just going to do it by teaspoon per day. So I'm going to start with a 1/4 teaspoon per day. It may or may not be too much. I have no idea. So let's start with a 1/4 teaspoon per day.
That's strong.
That's strong. So I'm going to keep going up by quarters. I'm going to go up to another 1/4. So now we're at a 1/2 teaspoon per day.
That's weaker.
That's weaker. So what I'm going to do, I don't have an 1/8 on this measuring here, but I'm going to take out a 1/2 here, approximately. So I'm going to go take that out and just see how she does on that. So now I'm at a 1/4 plus an 1/8, which I guess is 3/8. That's weaker. So now I'm going to take out another 1/2, approximately. So I should be back. I'm just going to double check my kind of estimating here. I should be back at a 1/4. Actually, I've got a little more than a 1/4 still in there. Let me start over with a 1/4. Let me start with an 1/8, actually. Let me just start over with 1/2 of a 1/4, which would be about an 1/8. Let's try that.
Yeah,
That's strong. I'm going to dump that back. Wish I had an 1/8. And now I'm going to do a 1/4.
That's strong.
That's strong. Now I'm going to add again 1/2 of a 1/4. Miss Susie is being really calm tonight. She's just laying on my lap here. You can't even see her. She's just laying here, kind of falling asleep, which is great.
Weaker.
Weaker. Definitely weaker. Okay, so I guess we're going for a 1/4 teaspoon. 1/4 teaspoon per day. I'm just going to verify that one last time. We've verified it twice, but I'm just going to make sure. 1/4 teaspoon per day. We'll
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so they're saying to take that in water is how they're giving it to the animals. It smells to me like it doesn't really taste like anything. The pyrantel had sugar in it. So I'm guessing what we'll do is we'll put it in, probably put an 1/8 of a teaspoon in her breakfast and an 1/8 of a teaspoon in her dinner. My guess would be probably what we'll do is we'll do an 1/8 with some water and then kind of paste it up and put her breakfast in it. And then at dinner we'll do another 1/8, paste it up in some water and put her dinner in it. So that's her plan for round 3. Kind of a different plan here with the levamisole. Let's see how it goes.